Hello and welcome to Love Anything Art. So I'm going to begin with this faux wood that I made in a previous video, and I'll put that in the description box below for that link, and I'll show you how to make it in that video. I'm going to cut off a slice, pretty thick slice. I'll remove the ends on both sides and then the long piece ends just to trim it up a little bit and get rid of all that excess clay. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm just kind of looking at it to decide which side I want to be facing out for my boat. And then put the two ends together that'll be in the middle with the outsides facing out. And of course I always drop my clay. I'm not done until I drop my clay. You don't want the center of your boat to be caved in, so just very delicately pinch the sides and the bottom, and you want to leave that middle part open. Just going to use my crochet needle here to open it up a little bit. And then also to widen the base of it, I'm going to take a little piece of this tan colored clay and roll it out till it's pretty thin. Then I'm going to chop it into two little even length pieces. Then I'm going to remove the corners of each of the sides. It's kind of got like a little triangle piece. Then I'm going to put those inside of the boat, and those are going to be like the little benches that are inside the boats. And I have made a little metal finding. I just cut it down to about the length of the top part of my finger. And I've rolled out two balls of white clay. Just going to make them into triangle shapes. And one ball of white is larger than the other one. I want a big sail and a small sail. I'm going to attach this to my metal finding. It took me a few minutes to work it on there and get it in the shape that I want, but you just press it into there and start maneuvering it. Once you have it looking the way you want it, you'll just want to make sure the end is pinched out a little bit so it's nice and crisp. And then I am going to put folds in mine just to make it look wavy, like it's waving in the breeze. Bend the front part one way and then the end part the other way. And then for the smaller triangle, I'll do the same. I'll put the points at the top so they line up. And then just start playing with it and getting it to stick on there. And once I have it the way I want it to look, I will just place the ball of gray clay at the top. And then insert the eye hook at the very top. And I'm going to use a little piece of the scraps that I cut away from my wood boat bottom. Just roll it into a ball. It doesn't have to be a big piece. Just going to use this as some extra support for my metal finding on the sails. I'll just stick it down in there between the two benches in the boat. Once I have it tucked in there, I'll just start putting in the sail. I'm going to use this coppered colored clay. Just take a little piece and then roll it out until it's pretty thin. Then I will cut off 8 small, even length pieces. With each of those, I will just use my handy dandy finger and flatten it. And I'll do this with all 8 balls. Then I'll place these on the boats on the side. I'm going to put 4 on each side. They're kind of like the little windows or ports on the sides of a ship. Just thought it would be a nice little decoration for it. And this one was being a little booger and did not want to stick. There we go. And I'll just continue putting them on, just kind of evenly spacing them out. And then I'll flip it over and do the same to the back side. And then I will bake my piece. And I'm going to make some waves for the bottom of the ship. So I've just rolled out 3 strips of a dark blue, light blue, and a white. And you can really do this however you want to. I'm just going to stick them together and then gently roll them out. And then just kind of fold it. I don't want the colors to be too mixed up, but I do want them to be wavy-like. So I've just taken a little piece and I'm going to stretch out both sides to further distort the piece and to make it look like waves. And before I put the waves on, I'm going to glue in the eye hook at the top and then the stem. You can use a little bacon bond if it's not sticking for you, but once I got it on there, I found that it was pretty easy and it stuck there pretty good. You just kind of maneuver it around. And I did make these little swirls on the end because I thought it would be kind of cool, but I did not like them, so I just pinched them off. Sometimes that happens. You think you have an idea and then you start to do it and it does not look very nice. But that's okay because it's just clay. So just use whatever tools you have. Crochet hook, using a needle tool also. And then just flatten it and get it to look all wavy on the sides and make sure all of the clay sticks to the sides of the boat. And then just use your needle tool to kind of form all of the waves. And again, you'll just want to bake your piece. And I put some resin on there and then just put an earring hook on, and I'm done. I thought they turned out pretty good. I would say the hardest part of this project was getting the sails to stick to that metal stick. But once I put the resin on there, it stuck pretty good. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making them. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!